yeah, it's a chance to keep progressing and do things in the set that we didn't do before. We take it. This is an opportunity, as you say. We are not being very accurate with our away games in recent times. This is the last game of the year. We were talking a lot about what we have to do in these last games of the year. Yeah, we are coming with everything because we think that it's again very important to consolidate our position on the table.
If I'm not wrong, it's raining there. In Hyderabad, it's raining.
No issues. As you know, we are gonna never find excuses. Here it was also raining last week. We could practice in wet field. So in any condition that we are gonna be there in Hyderabad, we are gonna try to put the condition in our favor.
You are once upon a time you were the poster boy of the moment and you were performing large and scored low, but it is all in your I-League Duran Cup. But now the
this is my first ISL. It's very difficult to adapt, but I adapt a little bit, and we have good player, Clayton Kiwi, foreigner good player, and it's time coach give me a chance, and I play good, and I mean coach gave me a chance. Thank you, and he gave us more game time, and I score. This is my best for my best match in ISL, and I try my best, and I will help the team.
and
Now we have good player Vishnu Nanda Mahesh, but we play very good, and coach trusts me every player, and he motivates us in the practice, and he teaches us how to play and to have good connection to each other, and that's why we play very good now. Thank you.
and inspiring also.
No, not now. But I will try to score.
Is your icon?
Arjun Chetri.
Okay, so
I think that in these bad times that we have with the injuries, the sustaining players of the team, they were Indian players. We have a base of very good Indian players. Probably we will have a depth of other teams, but the players that were enjoying their time, again, I think that they were sustaining the team very, very well in these bad times when we had to do more rotations with the foreign players due to the injuries, sanctions. Yes, I think that we have a good collection of Indian players, and I think that they know about that, and this is the reason why that they are on the field. They feel is one of the areas of Israel that we feel strong and that we have nothing to look at others. With the Indian contingent, I think that the team is in good hands. It's a repeated question. Since I came here, I think that in every press conference you ask me about him because you know his potential. So all of you were wondering what happened with Clayton, and I was telling openly and clear, Clayton is on his way. He's working well, he's improving, week by week he's getting that point, and the reality is that Clayton could not enjoy a full pre-season because he was having some physical issues. But this is already part of the past. Clayton now is consolidated in the team, a leader, an important player for us, and I can assure you that following the last practices, we are already enjoying the best version of Clayton. Because it's part of our internal talk to the players. I think that is a critical moment of the season for us when we are facing every rival, not feeling the superior side on the field or the favorites, and in this game is tricky because the tendency has changed. Many is considering us the favorites for this game, that we are in a good run of results and they are suffering, but in football this is very, very tricky. in the moment that you relax a little bit or you consider your opposition less than you, is when you are going to get for sure a surprise. So I hope that we can consolidate the work of the last few weeks. I think that Hyderabad is a good team, probably lacking some consistency and probably lacking 90 minutes of regular good football, but they have peaks of form. I think that they have been performing well in the last few weeks, but having some problems at their back. And what is sure is that in the last game, in the first 45 minutes, they were looking at team sharp with the change of the coach, many players trying to demonstrate that they have a position in the team. And again, I repeat, the Hyderabad game for us, we know very well that it's a tricky game and we don't want to let the opportunity go because we have been talking a lot about the last part of the season. And I think that this is the game that will end good, that we have the possibility to complete a good 2024 if we can win this game, if we can climb positions, and especially with the calendar of the month of January, which is probably the most demanding calendar for any ISL club. We are going to play Mumbai City, we are going to play Mohun Bagan, Goa, Kerala Blasters, and again Mumbai City. So the points that we can collect now are going to be points of good need for us for facing the tough calendar that we have in January. ISL has shown what you just mentioned, and that we play in a field that is a field that could be considered a ISL standard.
I have a second part of the question. I see such a reunion in this Bengal in coming days in the transfer window. Dorian joined Orissa. No, I'm just asking that, is there any chance of any other of your student guys can join this Bengal in the coming transfer? Can fans expect that?
Yeah, yes, there is chances. And there is also chances for players that were not in my hands. So what we are going to try to do is decide well what is the profile that we need. I cannot tell you nothing because we are still managing, studying, analyzing, and in discussions with some players. So probably soon, I hope that in the next week or next 10 days we'll find a replacement for the second leg for the injury of Tana. So we have a collection, important collection of injuries. The last one is Rakip. I prefer not to go very much in detail regarding the recovery time, but we are going to miss Rakips in the next few weeks. In the next game, we are going to miss also Hector because of cuts, and the rest of the injuries you already know. So, yeah, we have to cope with this, and again, I don't want to stop or sticking to this thing a lot because every time we have a problem, we have shown, and it's proven that we can with a good solution. So, our focus and our sport now is the solutions.
Your Spanish speaking?
Yeah, we are in touch with every player daily, especially our medical department, and they report back to us. Saúl Fonseca will join the team context, and from there we will have a proper evaluation. But our calculation is that Saúl probably will be, luckily, in the game against. For Mohun Bagan, it's going to be complicated, so it's going to be on Mohun Bagan or Goa on 19th.
Coach, as we are, focus on the workload management. Difficult in East Bengal, and also as you just mentioned that the next one going to be a demanding situation. So how difficult will it be for your team?
The conditions are the same for every club. We have the exception that we are playing one competition with the AFC Champions League. That week was very demanding for us, and we are coming from that week with back-to-back games every 4 or 5 days. But I think that the other teams, they also have their own problems with the calendar and accumulation of games. Nothing to say, if we have a squad of 25 high-performing players, we will be rotating with more warranties of getting results. But as you know, we have a squad that we also promote developmental players, young players. Sometimes they can have the chance. So for us, is in the current condition of the team, with so many injuries, so many problems, and with this tough schedule, we are going to try always to have on the pitch the players that are in the best moment. We are not thinking leaving rest because we are on the limit of our strengths, and we need to use all our resources to keep collecting points.
You can answer, I can ask you the second one.
We could see the game on TV, and the grass was long, dry, so probably the most less water in the previous days of the game, and probably the coach wanted to play a different game condition. But for this we have the set, and I think all the fields are 6 to the others. There is